development life cycle. Okay, so this means like what happens when like how the flow goes, like what are the steps when a software is getting developed, like it is getting made, like how it happens. Like if you have watched like Spider-Man from the start, like if you were born in the Spider-Man era when it was booming, like it was just coming out, the first episode which you see is when Peter Parker gets his superpower. He writes down steps of doing an experiment, like something like hypothesis and something like steps he was writing down, and that's how he ended up getting right, like right way to handle his powers and make his like strategies and understand his stuff. So yeah, so that's what software development lifecycle also does. What this actually does is it makes your work kind of efficient. It gives your work a kind of structure, like what do you want to do, like what you exactly want to do. And also it gives you like fixed schedule. Like, see, if it is your own project, then this is not that necessary. Like let's say if you are an independent YouTuber, then you don't need to script that much because you are doing just what like your idea is getting directly flowed into the content. But when you're in a group, so your group does not know like what is in your mind, you have to communicate it. When you have to communicate it, they might have their own ways, and you have to like mold yourself in their ways. So how that happens is like when you communicate them in a structured way. So like let's say you have a company, they have their own family life, personal life, their own careers. So you should have a fixed schedule, like what do you want, you should be sure of it. Or if you do sudden changes, like if you just do random changes, it would affect their life because they won't have a fixed schedule. Like they can't shift their life uh, that efficiently because they would be confused like how to do stuff, right? So yo, one person came to the stream, so I was talking about software development life cycle. This is a part of SC course. So yo, 9 people's in the stream, bro. Come on, the chat section, bro. Yeah, what's up? So, what a life cycle gives, what planning gives, I was talking about that. So, it makes our work efficient. We know what we are doing, you know, and it makes our work like foolproof. Like, it solidifies our work, right? So, we know what we are doing, right? Also, like, yeah, it gives us clarity type of, okay. So, let's just move on to the cycle. So, first, what we do is we do planning. I would just note it down, then I would later we can talk about it, okay? Then comes analysis, okay? Analysis, then comes design, okay? Designing or something. Then comes okay, I'm making kind of a small circle. This is not exactly what the size of the circle should be, but yeah, bear with it. Sorry for that. So there should be design, then there is coding and implementation. Since obviously this is about software, so you are obviously gonna do coding. That's important, definitely. Yo, 6 people in the stream. What's up? Come on, the chat section, bro. Like, you can yap and interact, bro, for real. So then it comes coding and implementation. After that, you do testing, right? You do testing. Yeah. So there is like clarity. With clarity, I meant that there is kind of security that no one is gonna scam you, like fool you. Okay, during the work. Like it's about communication and synchronization. Okay, communication. Yes. So yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. Now after testing, there is you can say like maintenance. Oh, sorry. Yeah, maintenance. Wait a second. Maintenance and deployment. Then there is again planning of the next project or something. So first, what does planning means? Planning means getting with a philosophical idea of what you want to make. Okay, philosophical idea or your requirements. Okay, or purpose. Let's say. Okay, your purpose. Okay, so it's like let's say like we find a problem, like what is a problem in our life that we want to solve, and how we are going to solve it on the like normal layman language. Like let's say you are making a game, so you will have to think of the concept. So we're talking about the concept here, by the way. So this talks about the concept. Then here in analysis we see it's market, like we analyze the market value, like is there, is it even feasible, uh client here gives you client, okay, client here gives you the requirements, like what they want, okay. So you actually see the market value, if it is feasible or not, what resources you need. Feasible is affordability, okay, so you understand that, right? Yo, 12 people in the stream, bro. What's up? Welcome to the stream, bro. Come on, the chat section, bro. So there is market value. We analyze market value. We say feasibility. We make resources. We see resources, and then here we say you can ask a question like, "What do you want to make?" Okay, what do you want to make, and here you see like, is it gonna work? You can learn this in one question, right? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? So that's the most important part, okay? Like obviously you can't just deploy, like start working and waste your yo one lag, bro. That's great. Thanks for that. I really appreciate that. Yo, Dave and Nicole says hi. Hi, bro. What's up? How's your day? Thanks for coming, bro. Really appreciate the visit. Yo, Dave and Nicole, hi again. Thanks for that. Yeah, hi. What's up, bro? How's your day, man? Like, it was good. Like, what happened? Like, how's the day? Like, what you did? Like, how's your life going? And thanks for the like, whoever did that. Really appreciate that. Thanks for your kind gesture. So you have to remember, like, is it gonna work? Okay. So what happens here is you do negotiations. Client and you as a service provider do negotiations. Like you compete, like, yeah, bro, this is a way too expensive project, please give me funds. And they would say, not like, no, bro, I don't have that huge budget. Like there would be tussle between budget, Dishun, and this would be Dishun, like expenses. Like they would be fighting, like, bro, like this is way too expensive, I can't afford that. And he would say, bro, my budget is low, so please reduce the price, like that. They would just bow on it. So that agreement document is SRS document. They would agree on SRS document, okay. So obviously they can change it later. It is flexible. They can change it later, but obviously they can fool them. Like the overall concept or the structure should be same. Concept or structure is solid now. Okay, they can't change it later. It's solid. They can alter that after this. Okay. By the way, this is introduction. There are many types of forms of it, like waterfall model, and there is iterative model. There is RD model. Those are also there. So yeah. So now we are, after analyzing its market value, is it feasible or not? Now we move on to design. Okay. In this, you have to ask yourself, like, how to do it, how to meet the demands of the client. Like, what can I do to serve him? like how you would do like functions. You would decide about functions, models in like service providers perspective. Okay, but even if you're and even if your client, if you know something about like you know what you want, like how it should look, then you can tell them like my front end, then you can suggest like my front end should look like this, my back end should look like this, my like DBMS and that API should look this. So you can discuss all that here. Like you have to decide structure or data flow, right? Data flow or working model. You have to discuss about that in this phase, okay? You have to discuss about working model. So yeah, you have to discuss like how to do this stuff in design phase. You will see like function and models as the service provider. So you basically check out like how to go through this, like how can I make it, like it is planning. Yeah, I can write this like in coding terms. Like you have to decide the algorithms or the step, or you have to just plan it but in coding terms, like how you would do it on ground level, bro. Like you have decided your concept, you have decided your like is it useful to invest in it, like yeah, is it gonna work in the market or not, you have decided about that, like resources you have collected almost. So now you should think like well, how you can do it, and like you have to like focus now, you have to like be invested right now. So you would thinking you would think about designing like like how to do it, like how to think of the formula and what all functions do I need in this. Then time for coding implementation. Which platform or software would I use? Like here you have to really make it, okay? Just do it, okay? You have to just keep doing it with your just do it mentality, okay? Yeah, three people in the stream, bro. What's up? Come on, the chat section, bro. Like, bro, Dave and Nicole, like, you have to ask anything, or like, yeah, we can talk. Like, how's the day? Or you want to talk about something else? We can interact, bro. We can, yeah, bro. Like, come on. Where have you vanished? Come on, bro. Come on, the chat section, bro. Chat section is open for you, man. So we have to decide which coding language or platform you're gonna use, like to develop the code, make it, like write the codes and all that stuff. You have to really develop it here. Then you have to go for the testing phase. Testing phase is like alpha testing, beta testing, and all that. In alpha testing, like your people, your employees test it, okay? Then there is beta test, like you know, uh, selective people in the like selective people are testing it. What does this help with? This actually helps with your yo, four people in the stream, what's up? So testing helps with identifying problems and improving issues, like making new better versions, better. You get it right. I have no space to write that. Improving issue. First you have to identify. So identify and improve the issues. Identify and improve the issues. Then you have to make better versions of your software. Then and there are other things like uh you know uh before deploying you can also like do practice, like is it gonna work, or we have to do it from scratch, or you have to scrap it, because obviously your reputation is important if it is launched in public, and your project is a trash, then obviously your reputation goes down and it will lose the trust. And trust is a very important currency in the market. Once it is gone, even if you make a better project next time, people won't trust it. People would throw it away, even if your project is good, because they saw the last project and they thought, nah, this guy doesn't have it. So it's like first impression thing. I know, like, people improve, people get better, but obviously they're gonna spend the money. So yeah, they're gonna kind of look for trust. So that's how it happens. So also you can't give like scam your customer, right? They should be able to use it. Like clients should be able to use it, or they would be feeling like they are just fooled, And then comes deployment. Like you have to launch it in the market. You have to educate the people how to use it, make the people aware, give manuals or something like manual writing. Your washing machine and all that appliances have manuals like how to use it, right? Yo, now people in the stream, bro. That's crazy. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate the visit. Welcome to the stream, bro. Come on. Yo, Julie Piper 2966 says, cool. Thanks, bro. I don't even deserve those lovely words, lovely comments. Thanks for your kind words, man. For real. Thanks. I really appreciate it, bro. I haven't done anything great, but your kind words just like makes my day. Thanks very much. Like, what did you find cool? So, would you mind telling that? Like, and how was your day? What you're doing? So, do you have any doubt or anything you want to talk about? Chat section is always welcoming you, bro. Yo, wait, people, bro, what's up? So yeah, well, while deploying, we launch it, we educate the people, and also uh, we will repair it for free at first, for free, obviously, because you have made the product. There should be at least some warranty, or else your product is useless then. Like they need some assurance, right? You have to assure them like my product is better. If my product turns out to be a trash, then I would take the responsibility and I would repair it for free. But then after that, then it becomes people's fault. Like the client doesn't handle it well. Like after so many days, obviously no things work properly. And if you are repairing it, then obviously you should take a fee. Then comes your recurring charges. Yao, money, money, cha-ching, recurring fees. You would take fees for repairing this stuff. Yo, 2 likes, man. Really, that's great. Thanks for likes, man. I really appreciate that. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. Ikram Kal- Ikram Khalifati says, uh, what is your name? Sorry, bro. Obviously, this is like internet, so I would like to keep my privacy. I hope you understand. I really apologize for that, but I can't say. I can only say I'm a Snorlax. Ha! I'm a Pokemon, Ha ha ha. I'm a slacker. I'm joking. Like my, if you want like to check out the channel name, it is there. But yeah, I don't know if I can tell my name, so sorry for that. So yeah, this is software development lifecycle, or what we call is in short is SDLC. So basically, it is this, but there are many other types which we will talk about later. Okay, so this is called SDLC. So first, so what does it do is it makes your stuff efficient. You know, like what you have to do. You don't have to waste your time again and again rethinking it. Like you have a fixed model noted down somewhere. You don't have to use your brains that much. You don't have to hurt your brain. I know this drawing is weird, but you don't have to, strain your brain. What a rhyme, bro. Yeah, that's a bar on in a rap song. Yeah. Okay, nah, I'm joking. I know this is a worst rap like bar in a song, but yeah, what can we do? So yeah, that you don't have to strain your brain much. You have, and also in a big like arena like a company, you just can't go on your flow. Like today I'm like, see, you need a structure because they have fixed resource constraints. Okay, constraints. Like a company can't pay you like you know they can't like give you salary the whole day and you are just slacking off. You don't have a timetable, you don't work in time, you are just lazing off, dozing off whole day, and you just have no like no fixed schedule to work. So you need a structure to work. So for that structure, the company has to provide you with a structure. Like you have to work this much today, we have these stuff in our project, these steps in our project, right? We like software development steps, obviously what benefits it has I'm talking about. So obviously that it gives structure. So in big companies you have to like tell them like this is the structure, and if you're slacking off I would reduce your salary. Like they can't pay for free. Like if it is your independent project you can take your time, but if it is a company project there are many people tied to it, right? Many people are tied to it. Requirements, they are tied to requirements. So they can't they can't like chill like your with your random schedule of work. They need their work to be done in a fixed time. They have fixed resource constraints. Like they don't have unlimited money to pay you slacking off and just have fun, and they are just paying you doing nothing, and the project is getting delayed and they are not getting the products on time. Every product has their proper steps, and as your company owner too, you should have a fixed schedule. Like people, your employees have their own life, client has their own purpose. Like he wants his software for certain time for certain purpose. So you can't just delay the work. You have to keep the steps, keep track of the time, like what status is going on right now. If what step are you on right now? Like investment depends on it, right? You can show this to your investor. Trust in investor, it builds trust in investor. Like how can they invest if you're not even working, right? Like you can show like what stage your project is in, how much steps is required, so that they can fund you properly. Like knowing that you are not wasting the money and the investment is going properly. So and it is also foolproof. Like there is no bugs and all, no errors, less error free, because your work is defined error free, no? And there is clarity, there is security. Like no one is gonna say at the end like you have made the project and they would say, nah bro, I didn't want this project. No, you would have proof, bro. You told me this project, I made this project. You can't say no now. You have to pay up. So there's clarity, security between between both of you. There is an understanding. Like like what they want to make, and they know that I can't fool him. Like clients know I can't fool him. Now, obviously, there are two parties in a business: client and the service provider. So yeah, so first step is planning, like where you get a rough idea of what you want to make. Client gives the requirement, what you want to make. In analysis, you see if it is useful to invest our time in it, energy in it. See the market value, if it works in the market, if there is a gap in the market, if it solves any problem, or if it is kind of useful in the market. Then you negotiate your budget and your income, like what do you want to earn from that. Then you sign an SRS document for agreement. It is flexible. You can change it later, but you can't fool the person later on. The concept and structure should be solid. Like it is almost like most of the part is done here. Okay, most of the concept is decided here. You can't go back on your word. You can't go back on your word. No. Okay. So then comes design. So how to do it? Like how would you make it? Like before touching your computer, you have to think like how can like how the workflow is gonna be. Yeah, I can write that. Workflow, like how your work should be. Workflow, like how's the design. Yeah, I've written that. Yeah, so how the functions were, what functions would you use, what formulas would you use, what models will you use. So it gives you like clarity. Clients would say what front end, back end they want, like their customizations, what they want, like if they want something specific, like their customer data, all that, you know, model or something. DFD comes here, data flow diagrams. There is UML, all that is decided here in this phase, design phase. You decide the structure, data flow, how the data flows, where it is stored, all that stuff. Like how's the page gonna look, where the user is gonna fill the details, where it's gonna where it's gonna be processed, where it's gonna be stored. You would decide all that. Then working model is created, like prototypes, and you make the plan of the coding in the coding terms, in the computer terms. You write the algorithm workflow. Okay, now there is implementation or coding phase. You write the real code, you make the stuff, you decide the which language or platform do you have to use. There is testing, alpha testing, like your employee or internal people, or some testers, software testers you keep at, as employees. They are specifically for that, checking the software. Yo, what's up? 13 people in the stream, bro. What's up? Welcome to the stream, bro. Come on, chat section, bro. What's up? We can have an interact, bro. What's up? Oh, some people left. Thanks for coming. Appreciate a visit. Have a nice day. See ya. So yeah, if you want to talk anything, if you have any doubts, come on, chat section. You are totally welcome, bro. For real. So there is beta testing, like some selected people in the like in apps and games. You have like early test models, like they are launching, like you get gifts too, like when the game is launched, like early access is given to some people, like you have to rush to download that game. Like crazy fans of gaming would go there and they would play. Also you can compare here, right? You can compare. Wait a second, compare. Also I have written, I guess, this, but yeah, let's go for it. So what happens here is there'll be some early customers who are really crazy fan. They are going to be they know the intent, they know intent. There can be errors. Also company doesn't charge much because they know there would be errors, because it is not tested. So they won't waste the client's money. So in early access games there is mostly not any viable stuff, right? Because they're just, and also it is not finalized. Like those accounts can be deleted if you have made an account not finalized. Okay, you just get an early access to a game, but you just have to test it, you have to report it, report it, explain bugs, what bugs your game has, any glitches there, glitches there in the game, any security threat, you know virus and all that stuff. Please ignore my drawing, sorry for that weird drawing, but yeah. So here the beta test, some people are selected, like they jump to download the game early, like they would get early access. They don't have to pay for the skin, but it is of trial, but also they would be less charged. So they would be able to try, but the thing would not be finalized. So but the intent is always known that there would be errors in the game, and they have to report it to the developer for bugs and glitch or any future threats, security threats, so that they can improve it, identify the issues, and they can practice, like they can practice like early, like how the thing would work in the market. And they can visualize. Okay, practice is not the word, it is correct word is visualize. Okay. And also They can see if they have to scrap it or they can keep moving on the project. Because once you have uploaded it in a public and it is a trash project, your reputation goes down, like your trust is gone down, and they won't trust you later. And also, client is kind of like unsatisfied because it's supposed to be like giving comfort to the client. It should give luxury to the client. It should be useful to the client. It should make clients work efficient. But if it is not doing it, then that project is not that useful, right? So we can compare it to other projects, like how it is performing in front of them. After that, you deploy it, like launch in the market. For maintenance, you would educate them, like how the app works. Then you repair for free for sometimes, like if any issues come, because you have to assure the customer that you have made the best product, and they're not gonna regret their trust in the service provider, like what they paid. So they won't regret it. So that's why if any issues come, we take the responsibility, we would repair it. That's called warranty. After that, charging, because obviously after that there is a life to a product. And because it would damage someday, like every nothing is immortal here, so they would destroy one day. And also client has some mistakes, they can do mistakes, they can break the product, so it is not the responsibility of the developer. Then we can charge fees for our every repairing stuff. So we can ask for recurring fees. So that phase comes up, and then we go for the planning of the next project. And that's how your software development life cycle goes on. And and we create an app, right? Yo, I hope I could explain it, you could understand it. I guess no one is in the stream currently, so here you go. I have zoomed out, and this is the whole screen. I take screenshot, I take notes, and peace out. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Life is bad. See you next time. Bye. So yeah, it was fun to you know see your all chats. Thanks for coming. See you next time. Bye. Yo, what happened, bro? Like, bye. Yo, bye. What's up? Hello, stream end, bro. Like, what happened to the stream, man? Yo, what's up, stream, bro? What is even happening, bro? Come on, bro. Wait a second. This device glitched, bro. That's crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro. For real. See you.